Gallo salami products begin in the factory, also known as the kitchen. Suppliers deliver beef and pork ingredients to the loading dock. Unloaded from delivery trucks, these frozen cartons of meat are moved to the freezer, where the pork is certified. By maintaining pork at a given temperature over a specific extended period of time, the parasites known as trichina are eliminated and contamination is avoided. All boxed meat is removed from the cardboard carton and in the plastic wrapping placed on the elevator tables to avoid contamination of the meat. The beehive grinds number one beef and separates it from the sinew and gristle. The waste is a byproduct sold to soap manufacturers. Pork in frozen blocks is flaked through the hydroflaker. As with all of the machinery in the factory, hands must be kept clear during operation. The pork and beef are blended in a mixer using forward and reverse action for 5 minutes. During the blending process, various ingredients are added. Wine is added to salami, wine and smoke flavor are added to smoked salami, and oleo resin and smoke flavor are added to pepperoni. An automatic scale weighs exactly 350 pounds of meat for chopping. While in the chopper, batch blended meat, lactic acid starter culture, and 40 pounds of spices are combined, simultaneously chopping the product into the desired particle size. The discharged, chopped paste is hauled to the stuffer in a stainless steel dump truck. And dumped into the hopper. Tied fibrous casings, after being soaked in water not over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, are used with the Revolvo clip machine. Depending on the line product, the stuffer scale is set with the appropriate weight for automatic stuffing. Extreme caution must be exercised to avoid the dangerous head clipper when it kicks back and revolves. Casing loops are tucked into the tube and twisted to avoid catching on the mechanism and tearing the casing. Stuffed salami is hung by string on metal racks referred to as trees. All racks and trees should be pushed, not pulled. From the factory, fresh product is transported by means of an incline conveyor to the second floor where the tree is weighed, tagged, and the fermentation or curing process begins. On the second floor of the gallo plant, the old world tradition of curing begins. Fresh product from the factory arrives on the second floor by way of the incline conveyor. Curing workers are required to wear hard hats and safety glasses at all times. The fresh product is weighed and tagged for identification purposes. After tagging, the fresh product is moved into a drip room where the traditional white gallo mold is introduced and nurtured by careful observation of temperature and humidity. During this early fermentation stage, the product is checked for changes in pH, the measurement of acidity and alkalinity. Moisture apparent in the fresh product is absorbed gradually in the air. After 2 to 3 days, the mold is established. The product is moved to the aging rooms. It is in these temperature and humidity controlled rooms where the product achieves maturity. Fans placed throughout the aging rooms continue to draw out moisture. The product is checked periodically for moisture and firmness. The aging process is complete after 20 to 40 days depending on the diameter of the product. The carefully cured product is now ready to package for consumption. Gallo's dry salami, which has been carefully aged in the curing process, is packaged on the Chubb assembly line. Cured Chubbs are removed from steel racks, also known as trees. The Chubbs are cut apart with careful attention to remove all clips. Caution observed with sharp knives will avoid unnecessary injury. Individual Chubbs are placed in cups which advance to the bagging phase. Each Chubb drops into a bag. A worker places a header card, complete with expiration date and price, for stapling. Fingers must be kept clear of the automatic stapler. The individually packaged product passes over a scale to assure proper weight. These packages are then grouped for boxing. Code date and lot numbers are available from the area supervisor and stamped on the tape used to seal the box. Boxed product is palletized, counted, and placed immediately under refrigeration. From there, the product is loaded on trucks for nationwide distribution. Gallo Quality Control releases a specific lot of cured product to the slicing department. Product to be sliced arrives on the first floor from the curing department. Ends which are trimmed to facilitate skinning should not exceed 1 inch. In preparation of slicing, the product is skinned by removing the casing with the mold which has formed on the dry salami. Knives should not be left unattended on the skinning table. The skinned salami is then loaded into one of the slicing machines. The slicer should not be allowed to run out of product in order to avoid damage to machinery. The Multivac R5000 operates to produce a gas flush pouch for sliced product. Machines must be stopped and power shut down prior to making any adjustments, otherwise serious bodily injury may result. The product is sliced by a rapidly turning blade. Workers check for improperly sliced or feathered product and weigh for the appropriate amount. Product should be placed in the center of the pre-formed pocket to avoid meat in the seal area, which would result in a leaker or a bad package. In the vacuum chamber, the air is evacuated and inert nitrogen gas injected in its place to stop the aging process. Each package is sealed, labeled, and individually date stamped. The machine operator checks each package for possible flaws in the seal, then boxes the product for shipment. The cryovac is another of the vacuum sealing machines used for Gallo products. Loaf products are placed in plastic bags and sealed by careful placement on the seal bar. Cooked loaf products at Gallo include mortadella, cotto, cooked salami, head cheese, galantine, and half-and-half loaf. Cooked and dry-cured product must not come into contact with each other in order to eliminate cross-contamination. Workers who come in contact with cooked product are required to wear blue plastic aprons. The sealed product is passed through a steam tunnel, which shrinks the plastic bag to conform to the size and shape of the product. The shrink tunnel is maintained at 218 degrees. A label bearing a date code indication is placed on the product before it is boxed for shipment. This sample bears the Julian date of 208, cooked on the 208th day of the year. Before each shift and after each break, workers in the plant are required to wash their hands, followed by an iodine dip. Skinned sticks of product are loaded in the slicing mechanism of the Multivac R7000. Sliced product is automatically weighed and shingled in a presentation format. Workers orient the shingled product for proper placement. The package is vacuum sealed and dated. Tubs of individual packages are relayed to packing for final quality checks. Acceptable packages are separated, distinguished by the hole punch, a good vacuum seal, the tear and the date stamp. A properly sealed package displays the product with a tight seal filling the package window. An improperly sealed package is loose-fitting, without a proper vacuum, and does not fill the product window. Code date and lot numbers are available from the area supervisor and stamped on the box. Boxed product is palletized, counted, and placed immediately under refrigeration. From there, the product is loaded on trucks for nationwide distribution.